This is my first visit, and I mean, anyone that ever gets stuck with anything, I'll always advise them to come to the Citizens Advice.
Sometimes it's easier talking to someone to get a response from them than looking blankly at the internet.
And I've been here literally 5 minutes and I've been sorted, so yeah, I am pretty happy, yeah.
What do our clients want? And how can we most provide, in the way that those clients want, the service that they require or they would ask for?
I think the demand is for advice. What we're seeing, the demand is for advice, not for information.
Citizens Advice Reading's in a very busy location. We have a very diverse range of clients coming in with lots of complex issues, but we would often have very large queues, people waiting. We'd open at 10, people waiting from before 9 in the morning to come in, and we'd have a fair idea of how many people we could see, and some mornings after about 10 or 15 minutes we'd have to say to people, I'm sorry, we can't see any more people on this session today. But it was a matter of luck, and it wasn't really a very fair system. We've introduced the initial check as part of the new advice framework.
The client journey is so much better, so they see somebody much more quickly, and actually if it's a very simple signposting, you know, they're not sitting for several hours and then are signposted off to somebody else, which is just really frustrating for the client. So the client journey is just so much better. But also, if they are going to come and actually see an assessor or an advisor, that they will actually see the right person. So it really has opened up an opportunity for us to use our resources so much more flexibly.
There's nothing worse, I think, than having plucked up the courage to come in and then to be told, I'm sorry, you're too late, or I'm sorry that there's nobody available to see you today. We've reached our quota, which is what we used to have to do. We don't have to do that anymore.
Comparing last June with this June, we've seen 38% more clients coming through our doors, and they've been seen and they've been dealt with.
Very, very satisfied and over the moon with the results. So they've rung up our benefit people, they've sorted it out for us. It's been an absolute pleasure, do you know what I mean?
The one service strategy really aims to further deliver sort of on the phone advice, the advice line, and roll out the web chat.
The Bureau was only reaching those people who could come in and could access us by phone, you see. So there are quite a lot of people who have full-time jobs, who work and are perhaps unable to get into the Bureau, but actually now can access advice and information through another source, which is really, really important.
I think that the future of web chat is very promising. I think it's got a great future. It's very convenient. I think they like it because it's free, it's instant, it's anonymous. I think that's really important. People with more complex problems will be able to get appointments more quickly in the Bureau, and will be able to help more people more efficiently.
I think some people think that actually means, if we're focusing on digital channels, that actually means that we're putting the face-to-face at risk. Well, it's actually quite the reverse. We're putting in place the digital channels so that the face-to-face can be ring-fenced for those people that really need it.
We were finding it difficult to answer calls at particular times of day. So we thought that if we had this flexible team, that they could fill the gaps.
As well as actually seeing more clients in total, we're actually providing advice for more clients than we were before, and our outcomes and benefits for clients are increasing and improving.
If I come in at 8:30 in the morning and there's somebody waiting outside, I can now say to them, you don't need to queue, go and get a coffee, you will be seen today. It makes it a much better working environment because we're here for the client, and we're actually giving a much better service to the client.
The person who has a more complex problem or a more difficult question is also seen more quickly. So it's to use a cliche, it's a win-win as I see it.
That's fantastic because it keeps our funders happy, and if we can replicate that with telephone and web chat, then that's going to be fantastic. We see our numbers of people we're helping soar.
It's not just how they help you, it's how they explain it to you.
Quick with appointments, I couldn't fault a thing, very helpful.
It's definitely an improvement.
I'm walking out of here a lot more confident